Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
You're listening to the Who is Christine Anyway podcast season 2. Today's guest is award-nominated actor and musician Brandon Wheeler. Enjoy.
Kids are assholes, man.
Listen, I was a kid and I was an asshole. And I've had 4 daughters and I love my children. They are incredible people. But my God, they're just as big of an asshole as I am. They challenge me and in the best way. And it's almost like it's the same way. I almost have to have a partner who's just as big of an asshole as me because I need someone who's going to like challenge that. Otherwise, I'm just kind of the perpetual asshole.
Yeah.
Wow, this
assholes.
is really not turning out as a means to market myself. Like, who's that asshole?
Actually, you can. You can. That's a good marketing.
Yeah.
Think about it. Howard Stern did it.
I know. I wouldn't have ever, I love him. I love his radio show. And I have never listened to it and said he's an asshole. I'm thinking he's assertive. I get that a lot too. I get that I'm told that I'm intimidating a lot.
I get that too, yeah.
And
I
I'm
think
like,
so. I think it's people that don't understand people like him that think that he's an asshole. Because he just says what he says. Yeah. Yeah.
And honestly, it's so funny. I love dark humor. And I listen to I am so over your time right now, but I listen to his shows and I love the jokes he makes. I love the jabs. I love the pokes. I love the wit. And I love the fact that he asks and says the things that, we're all going to say when we're off air anyway. So Why can't he just say it on air?
And I think a lot of people don't like that. I like it personally. I grew up listening to him.
Same way.
So, I mean,
he's on Sirius XM with 2 channels, and I'm all for it. Like, I love Howard Stern, which my grandmother absolutely. She used to hate him, but she's kind of like, it's not so bad.
Yeah, it's just people change, and
well, she's 86. So,
well,
she's at the cool part of life where she's just like, yeah, we're riding it, and I'm like, I can't disappoint you now. I have really missed my door.
there's always time to change, and if you like something,
become very straight-laced and very, I don't know. I guess that would be the exact behavior that people would be. We're very concerned about you. That would be the intervention. They're like, you haven't caused havoc in a while. We're going to have to intervene.
What is happening? Yeah.
Somebody's wrong on the internet, Christine. Here's the keyboard. Like, no.
Yeah.
You can't do that. So I don't know. But this has been really great. I really, obviously keep me abreast of what's going on. I love the work you're doing. I know you're a darling. I'm sure you probably could get scary. But I can too. You've been on the other side of the stage, and I think I've been like the promoter rep here or there, or I've been working. We've worked together before, but I don't think you're scary. I think you're wonderful. And I think you're a great acquisition for staff and for many director teams. I think you're very fluid. And I think, you've already got like from this character to this character, and you have a lot. Although it would be interesting to see you in a rom-com.
I would love to.
You could be the bad boy. You could go for that.
I totally could. I would like to.
You could.
Yeah.
That would be interesting to add to your repertoire. So it's kind of, I don't know. I'm really excited to see where networking takes you and all these really cool things you're doing. And I look forward to cyber stalking you. That sounds so awful.
No, because that's the thing is like, that means that I'm doing something right. Clearly.
Aww.
And I don't know. I think that, we still can do this, more. We can do more, we can do more podcasts. Yeah.
I could do these all the time with you. I don't care. I love talking to you.
Awesome.
I love it. You're like, we could do this more. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm always working. I'm always doing something. So, like, you could tell me, I could talk to you one day.
I'm always doing something, too. So, but I think you've caught on to that. Like, when I messaged you months ago and I was like, hey, I found this really random ass job. Like, I think I hadn't talked to you in years.
Yeah.
I was just like, here's a random ass job I found. By the way, I submitted you. Okay. Really left field. So I'm excited for you. You're going to do great things. And I really, did you ever get a Sammy up in Syracuse?
No.
That's a fucking shame. Yeah. I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised either. But you know what? I sleep wonderful at night.
You don't have to think of a thank you speech.
Yeah.
Although we've already got written it out. Like, what the fuck is this shit?
What the fuck is this shit?
I don't know what I would do either for a thank you speech. I think I told you that. I'm like, I think if I can just sum it down to 5 words, I'm going to call it a day. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
Thank you. Snoop Dogg's speech, though, lives rent free in my head.
I love it. I'd
like to thank me.
Yeah, you should.
The day will happen when I have to give a speech, and that will be the speech that comes out of me. Even though, it's so pretentious. I love it.
I would love to say that. I just don't know if I have enough balls to say it on stage, but I would love to say it because, you have
honestly, to be willing to take a little I don't want to say take bad PR. I think PR is great because when you say something like that and people have to actually question why you said something like that, it's actually marketing too.
Absolutely.
Like if people want to know why you said that, it's like, well, I fucking work hard. Why wouldn't I? I mean, of course, you're going to be known as like the asshole, but then everybody else who knows you is like, no, they did. They really fucking worked hard and they deserved it. So.
Right. And you think everyone else, but, you got yourself there. You just had the marketing and you had the publicist and you have everything else that helped you. You had a team. But
if you hadn't gotten out of bed,
right.
That kind of thing. And I mean, I'm really grateful for the group of people that have helped me in so many ways, and like all the people in the bands, everybody, and that I have like encountered as the years have gone on that have been wonderful. But I also really, really, really deeply want to thank the shit ones.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, wow, okay, if they haven't taught me what not to do, then they taught me what I am not going to do.
It'd be nice to have a list. Like, I like to think everyone that didn't believe in me, we're going to start off with here. Michael Clark.
Alphabetically.
We're going to go down to Tim Neal. We're going to Scott.
And you're going to be like the Grinch reading the fucking phone book. Everyone's like, Ebenezer, who? Like down the whole book. Like, if you could just go up with like something that thick and just be like, I'd like to think of the people who have not done me any favors, and just flood the book. Yeah,
because all year I thank everyone. You know what I mean? It's like fucking Valentine's Day. You get one day to appreciate someone, but you should appreciate everyone every day. Every day I talk to someone saying, I think you're cool.
It's a Hallmark holiday. I mean, I love love. Like I am that hopeless romantic type. Like I am just stupid. I'm smart until I'm in love. Then I'm an absolute idiot. So it's kind of one of those things where it's easy to get caught overthinking into that stuff. But you're right. Like, bring home flowers on a consistency or every so often, or don't forget that person is still at that, situation, or we're in that place with you. And like, but I'm just that incurable romantic type where it's like, first of all, though rose petals, though, that does nothing for me. Why would you put red rose petals on a white bed? That's going to fuck up the sheets. I don't know. Maybe it's because I've had to do enough laundry that I'm like, that's going to stain.
And it's going to leave a mess everywhere.
We're going to do it on the floor because I'm not fucking up my bed.
Yeah. Fuck that.
It's just one of those things.
Let's get the rainbow out. Start rainbowing that.
R.I.P. Billy Mays. I could really use some OxyClean. So it's just one of those things where, I mean, I get it. And I completely agree. You should appreciate everybody, whoever's there when they are. But like that incurable romance part, I can understand that. But it's such a sad society to think that we need to focalize it on one day. Mm-hmm. Why are you not doing it in the summer? Why are you not doing, dinner in the summer? Why are you not surprising them with a dress and telling them to go out or telling them what to do? Like,
yeah. Because I know why? Because sometimes people are ungrateful and they don't see it. You can do it all year round and people are just like, I
really strongly think everybody is different with different partners.
Absolutely.
Like, I think I've been amazing to some people and I've gotten treated like shit. but I've also been an absolute goddamn fucking nightmare. And I admit that. Like, I have been an absolute plague. And I mean, I understand that. And it's like absolute toxicity to be able to be in a situation where it's like, okay, this is clearly incompatible. I'm clearly detrimental, and I am not letting go. Mm-hmm. And it is unhealthy as fuck. But it is a pattern that if you can recognize it, and you can recognize when to let go of a person, a place, or a thing, you know, before it goes down, especially like with those people. But I don't know, especially as you get older and you start working through abandonment and trauma issues. Mm-hmm. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, I have abandonment issues. I don't want somebody to ever feel abandoned because I was abandoned. So it's kind of one of those things where I used to hold on too long. Sometimes I do now. Sometimes I don't. Like, it could be in friendships, relationships, whatever. But man, I've been an absolute shit to some people. And like right now, my exes are checking their books going, is it me? But it's one of those things where I'm like, I'll let y'all sort that out. But there's been people too that I've been wonderful to that have been absolutely.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, you know, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Terrible for me. It just doesn't work mentally. It just doesn't.
Yeah, that's why. Like for me, I think I'm on the same page on that situation with you. But for me, I'm just like, I pretty much tell everyone. I was like, you know, I tell everyone starting out. I was like, look, this is me. This is who I am. This is what I do. This is what I like. These are my goals. These are my values. And either accept it or not, you know, but I'm not going to stop doing this. I'm not going to stop doing that. And I'm still going to continue doing this.
You're giving them motherfuckers the riot act.
Yeah. The
only thing you're doing wrong is you're not asking for that driving record.
That's the only thing you know, I mean, I say it a little softer, you know,
you're like, now that we've gotten this far.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you to log into dmv.org.
DMV right now. Yeah, let me see that.
See, I kind of have a similar but opposite issue. I can tell people everything about me. Like, this is who I am. This is what I do. This is what's expected. This is what you can expect of me. This is who I am. And a lot of them are all about it. They're like, fuck yeah, strong woman. You know, and, you know, that they want to subscribe to the intimidation package. Mm-hmm. I don't even want to call it that because I don't really see myself as intimidating-ish. I mean, I see myself as something that's a force to be reckoned with, sure. But they subscribe to it and then they get into it and they're like, okay, I can't hang. Like, this is hard. Like, you work in a male-dominated field. Dudes all the time around. They're like, you're not unattractive. So everyone's always saying, wow, you're hot. And I'm like, yeah, it's just a Facebook comment. Like, I will not be losing sleep. And it kind of it can get hard on my partners, or it can get hard on even my friends. My kids, they've even, you know, voiced grievances. They're like, you know, we go to school and we get told we have the hot mom, and it's like it's incredibly uncomfortable for me to a degree. Like, I'm so sorry, but they subscribe. Not the kids subscribe to it, but like partners and stuff subscribe to it. It's different for me being a female because everyone likes the idea of a strong female. But when they have a strong female, it's like everyone wants the big, you know, strong this, and then when they get it, they want the strong coffee. But when we're peeling them off the ceiling, they can't handle it anymore.
Yeah. It's just like the whole, I mean, you know, I hear some women, I kind of want to group all women, but women that I've
you
been
can group
with,
us all, it's fine, everybody else does.
Women that I've been with say that I want someone that's going to put me in my place, you know, and then it's just like.
I get that. Okay. And I know that whole, every woman has that blah, blah, blah fantasy. And I'm not going to say that. And, you know, every woman has that ideology of wanting that. Okay. Let me explain that. Like, as a female, I'm not speaking for every female, but there is, you know, I am always in fucking control of my life. And I don't mean like in control, like this thing's a goddamn car out of control, but you get the point. Like, I'm doing my career. That's where I'm going. Like, I am head bitch in charge. That's how it goes. And so to have a strong male character, like think movie wise, to have a strong male character come in, it's just kind of like, whoa, it's kind of something that's not expected. Mm-hmm. So there's a level of eroticism. I even hate to use that word, but I love that word at the same time. There's a level of eroticism in someone taking that fucking burden off of me and allowing me to be feminine while they be overtly masculine. And that is not a sexual displacement, because there are times when, I know how this works. Man is the head of the household. Yeah, well, the neck's the fucking one that turns it, and I'm the neck. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, you get your time, but when I want to do this, it's that. It's understanding masculine and feminine energies and understanding what they like and what the blend is. It's like those personality tests. Like people are like ENFP or whatever the fuck they were. Anybody who ever says that to you, and I got a hilarious story about it, but there is like BDSM tests to see what their kink is. Oh, yeah. Go, I would literally put that on I need your driving record and your results from this test, please. Because if you get into a situation, a lot of times they just are like, okay, well, that was fun once, but now I'm really scared. So it kind of, you have to find a partner that's going to respect you, that you can communicate well with. And, those stupid memes are always right. It's not about communication. It's about comprehension.
Comprehension, absolutely. Yeah.
It's comprehension. I can communicate till I'm blue in the face. But until you can read me, until we can sit in a room and have a conversation without words and just kind of read each other, I don't think that comprehension's there. I should be able to have an entire conversation over a table without saying a word. And that sounds crazy, being known to be one that talks as much as I do. Outside of work and in a personal role, if my mouth shuts, the fucking subtitles are on. It is, you can read me like a book. And it's the same with you more times than not. People, physical, the eyebrow raising, pupils dilating. I really encourage everybody to, there was a show called Lie to Me. Do you remember that?
I do, yeah.
It was like remembering how people's bodies react when they're telling the truth and when they're not. And there's a lot more information out about understanding body language. And I really, it's also a great way to be respectful of people overall in reading, because I don't like to trigger people. I don't like to traumatize people. So I like to, if I'm going to go ahead and start talking about something and I notice that their body language changes, or they pull back in their chair, or they stiffen up, or they're, they just tense. I notice. I'm a noticer. I'm going to see how their body is reacting. And that's probably part of the intimidation problem.
Yeah.
Problem, in finger quotes. It's just one of those things where I'd rather be overly respectful of someone's boundaries than have to apologize.
Absolutely. I like that too. Boundaries are big. For me, everyone just says I have an intense look. So, I guess that kind of is the same for, intimidating. I don't know. But boundaries have to be set.
Do you mean intense, you just have a stern face, a resting bitch face? Or because I don't even think you have that. I think you just have a very, you have a chiseled jawline, you have great bone structure, you just look very stoic. Does that make sense?
That's a good word. I like that, stoic.
Stoic. You have a very stoic go about you. If you shut up, it would just be very gray. And that's where you would need someone to kind of read. It's that gray.
Yep.
Turns out I'm not just some dumb broad in a venue, huh?
No. No, and I think that's where this, people do stereotype a lot of others as well, and in general, in the world. They always are just
I love people. That is one of the biggest misconceptions. People are like, well, you're an asshole. It's the same thing with Howard Stern. I'm like, Howard Stern loves people. He's had people of all walks of life. And it's the same thing where I'm not, trying to idolize or become Howard Stern, but I will sit down with someone who has a complete different political opinion and I want to hear them. It doesn't mean I agree with them.
Right.
But I do want to hear their thought process and or their emotional process. I'm really big on words, I don't want to say demisexuality, but the fact that it's really going to take you about 50% in the brain to get someone the rest of the way physically into that type of relationship. So I kind of, what's the other term? Sapiosexual or something like that? I don't know. There's a couple other words. I'm usually really good with big words. This one I'm tripping on. But I think understanding people and being okay with someone being different. Like, I don't need to have the same religious beliefs to be with someone. I don't need to have the same this. I don't need to have the same race, religion, hair color. I don't care. Like, it's kind of one of those things where it's just.
Yeah, I think that's the issue, though. I mean, not what you're saying. I agree 100%.
No, the fact that everyone's so like, it has to be this.
Yeah. And
I'm like, no,
they don't. Everyone is too fucking worried about speaking and not listening. That's where the comprehension comes.
2 ears, 1 mouth.
Yeah. Everyone just is so quick to talk. You know, they just like, I want to tell you what I want and how I feel and what I think, and not really. But
that's
retain.
the part that gets me too. Like, I love sitting at tables of collective groups of people. I think there's so much to have from meetings of the minds. I love panels. Like, you'll see me at conventions. You'll see me at panels. You'll see me. I love being like convention panelists where it's like me and like 5 or 6 other people. And then we're just taking questions from the crowd. Like, I don't care who the hell's in the crowd. I want to hear what they have to say. I want to hear how they want to say it. And I really want to understand how they do it. Because, I mean, realistically, everything in this world is spherical. Like, whether it's a thought process, a belief system, or anything, there's every other which way to go about doing something. Like, whatever you can't go over, you can go under or around or to the side or through. You know, there's ways about everything. Every person is flexible. And I really believe that when you get the right mix of people, personalities, intelligence, you know, open-mindedness, you really can come up with some of the best ideologies. And age and gender and ethnicity and religion and political stance really does not play a role in any of that, because that is all just social constructs that are bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That was just like a total soapbox rant there. And I am 30 minutes over your time and I'm just chatting away.
Oh, it's okay. I do got to go, but I thank you for, having me be a part of your show. So,
oh God,
awesome.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming all the way to your phone.
All the way to my phone.
All the way to your phone, even though you're down where it's warm. Although you could have just invited me where it's warm.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah. Next podcast we'll do it.
Or maybe I'll lure you to upstate when it's not so cold. But I think it'll be for you at some point.
And,
I actually have a really dope office space, like right on a river.
In August, yeah. August we could do it.
In August. No, that's like when we're starting to get cold again. You're going to want to come like mid-July. When the mosquitoes will carry you here.
Yeah, that's true. The mosquitoes aren't that bad down here, which is nice.
They don't, what's weird is they don't bite me at all.
Really?
They don't.
They're vampire.
You can put me in a whole group of people and mosquitoes will just not touch me. I don't know. My grandmother says because they don't like rotten meat.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, that's rude, but probably right.
I thought vampire was cooler, but rotten meat's
vampire sounds badass.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, thank you for coming. And I'm really excited for any projects you have coming up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, thank you. I'll be sharing stuff,
Big thanks to Brandon Wheeler for popping by today. We can't wait to catch up again soon. Visit www.whoischristineanyway.com for access to all the social media links and additional podcast episodes.
Looking for excitement? Chumba Casino is here. Play anytime, play anywhere. Play on the train, play at the store, play at home, play when you're bored. Play today for your chance to win and get daily bonuses when you log in. So what are you waiting for? Don't delay. Chumba Casino is free to play.
Experience social gameplay like never before. Go to Chumba Casino right now to play hundreds of games, including online slots, bingo, Slingo, and more. Live the Chumba life at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.